Kesey, I would like to start with your abduction.
4 men made me open the safe. They took me as a hostage.
Were you able to see anything at all through the blindfold?
Part of what the movie's about is the way our surroundings kind of make us who we are in many ways. So I must be part of that. I guess I believe it. You know, so I was grew up with the sensitivities that are specific to this city, and you know, an understanding for the people there and how things kind of worked. I was worlds away from this neighborhood where we were bank robbing and all that kind of stuff, but by the same token, I kind of understood the sort of slightly parochial, but you know, proud and nature of this community, and a community that had a lot of integrity, and that was, you know, a bit clannish and kind of kept people there, but had a lot to say for itself.
Well, I grew up in London. I'm definitely a Londoner, and I love London, but I'm also half American, so I spent a lot of time in the States, so I'm somewhere in between.
You know, I'm definitely a product of my environment where I grew up. Small town, agricultural. I had a lot of freedom as a kid. That sort of thing kind of made me who I am. And certainly, it's not too dissimilar from, I'm saying, where they're from in Boston is very different from where I come from. But the idea of that we are all products of our environment, I think, holds true, as you say.
I'm putting this whole town in my rearview.
You grew up right here. Same rules that I did.
I hear you got a sweet new girlfriend.
Secret's this one.
If I think anything might happen to her, I'm gonna kill both of you.
I think I'm probably better with characters than I am with story. I'm not great at putting together a storyline that is separate from what's happening with the characters, you know, and so I end up doing movies where the characters kind of have to drive the story. Sometimes that means that the pace is different or that the route is more elliptical, but it's just what I'm interested in, and and it's what I understand better, you know.
It's the kind of movies that I like to go see as well. I mean, the story is important, and he definitely drives that for sure. It has a definitely pace to the movie, but if you don't care about the characters or have feelings about the characters, then who cares? You don't follow the story, you don't follow the action. You know, if there's a great car chase, and well, that's a fantastic little car chase you got there, but if you don't care about the people inside the cars, then what does it really matter, right? So he invested, you know, that's where, you know, him being an actor really kind of changed, not changed, but gives him a really good perspective on character and that understanding.
Are you in love with me?
Yes.
She's the one person that can give us the facts.
She didn't see anything. Get that in your head.
This is the not screwing around crew.
He is an actor. He's got a lot of experience as an actor, but he's also, you know, he's also through and through 100% very, very professional director. He knows exactly how to think about the bigger picture. You know, I think actors will focus on the details and the specifics and bring out something like, oh, you know, does my character eat eggs or cheese, or, you know, and it's not necessarily valid for the whole narrative arc, but that's what, you know, actors do, and that's an important part of it. But what's amazing about Ben is he's got that facility, but he's also got the facility to see, you know, the bigger picture, an entire film, and keep it in his head and do both at the same time, which is an incredible juggling act.
Oh, I think I learned a lot about acting from directing. It's probably the best acting lesson you can have, is to direct a movie and look at your own performance, look at other actors' performance, look at auditions, look at how they shoot rehearsals, how you shoot on the day, and then what ends up in the final movie. It's hard to put into words exactly what that teaches you, but I know that in my heart it's very instructive.
And some never know how much they can have.
I love you.
Until they discover how much they can give. Robin Williams, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
Gus is a really brilliant guy. He kind of encourages actors, for example, to make their own discoveries. You know, oftentimes we tend to, like, you know, do a take and go back to the director and say, how was that? And do another one and go back, how was that? And Gus's response would always be, well, what do you think? And it sounds simple, but actually was pretty profound, because it caused me to take responsibility of my own performance And like that, I also learned to sort of take responsibility for what I was writing and ultimately take responsibility for the movie I was directing.